and welcome to this special MakeCode live stream, where we're going to be reviewing some of the games and announcing the winners of our latest MakeCode Arcade Game Jam competition. So a game jam is basically a hackathon for games, where everyone builds a game based on a theme. And we run these game jams, every few months or so is what I would say. And this last game jam you can see here was the traffic jam, where everyone built a game around cars or driving or roads or things like that. We were super impressed with all of the games that everyone had submitted for this game jam. So congratulations to everyone. The whole MakeCode team just had such a blast playing all of your fun games. So without any further ado, I'm going to be reviewing a couple of different games here. So the first game I'm going to talk about is called El Taxi a todo leche, which translated means the full milk taxi. I'm not quite sure what that reference is, but this game was created by Diego. And first of all, I love this splash screen here and how he made the an actual taxi car. That was very cool. And also I like it because it's a best practice to put some game instructions in this first screen of your game. And the directions here say, recogo todos los clientes que puedes, which translated means collect as many customers as you can. So I think the objective of the game is really just to drive around and pick up as many passengers as you can. And you can see my little taxi here picks up a little customer. I get a little smiley effect when I pick up a customer. Now notice I can drive on the grass here, but my car goes much slower when I do versus when I drive on a road. So good to know. Diego used the status bar you can see at the very top, which is an extension, to show sort of my gas levels and how I'm kind of running out of gas if I don't pick up customers. When I pick up customers, you can see my gas bar goes up and I get some points. So very cool. And I like the way he also changed the image of the taxi as I'm driving around, you know. Very cool game, Diego. All right. The next game I'm going to review is called Corre, Koche, Corre, which also translated means run, car, run. By Dylan. First of all, I also love the splash screen on this game. And it shows a car with a gas tank, right? And the directions here say, no te choques con las piedras y coge la gasolina, which translated means don't bump into the stones and take the gas. So good directions. And so when I'm playing the game, you can see here I am driving along a highway here, and there's apparently a lot of stone debris on this highway that I have to avoid. So we might be, near a mountain or something. There's lots of stones on the highway. And you can see there are gas tanks that randomly appear here by the side of the highway, and I have to drive off the highway to actually pick up the gas. And you can see Dylan also used the status bar. It's placed at the bottom this time. And when I pick up gas, I get my gas tank. And when I bump into stones, and also I have, I lose a life. I lose one of my 5 lives. The other thing that Dylan did, which I found was very cool, and a lot of video game developers do, is he placed an Easter egg. And an Easter egg is sort of just a hidden feature or something that is, there's no directions or anything. You just have to find it. And what happens is when I drive my car into the top left corner of this game, ta-da, you can see my car turns into a little running person here. So that was a cool little Easter egg that Dylan put in. So great job, both Dylan and Diego. Your games were amazing. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to Daryl.
Hey, so I've got 2 games that I'm going to show today. The first one is called Late for Work. and this is by Connor. And the objective of this game is you're one of these race cars, this little red one here at the bottom, and there's a bunch of other race cars you're competing with, and there's all kinds of obstacles in your way on this track. And so you have to dodge these, and it's kind of unfair because the race cars you're competing against are much better at just cruising through all the obstacles. So the goal is to make it to the end with as quickly as possible. So you can see the score we have is ticking down over time. And let's see if I can beat my previous high score. So there's these tar slicks, and then there's also these barricades on the road. And 89. So actually, that's the best I've done. And I muted the game, but it's got this great music. Which I really like. I just can't control the volume too much.
I don't think you shared
I'm not
the
sharing
sound.
the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a shame, because I've also heard the music on this game, and it's great.
The music really gets you into the flow. So you'll just have to try it yourself. We'll be posting links to all these at the end of the presentation. All right. Nice job, Connor. Great game. Next up, we have Traffic, and this is by Sergio F. So let's load this up. Okay, so the goal here is to collect packages and deliver them here. So we have this nice kind of roadways built here. And so there's these hostile cars that are trying to crash into you that you need to dodge. And if they run into you, you lose a life, and then you can, as you drop packages off, you get points, and you have a certain amount of time to deliver a package, and then that, I believe, resets a timer or something. And there we go, dropping off different things, and then we have another car trying to get me. See if I can kind of skate around him.
I think the timer is when you get hit, it's the amount of time before another car spawns.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. It's quite hard to dodge these cars, but this is a pretty fun game. I really like the custom graphics of all the road and the car sprite as it turns around. Lots of different package images. You got the letters, you got the pizza boxes, you got the crates, and it's quite hard actually to avoid these cars coming after you. I don't know what the story is behind why they're trying to get you. Maybe they're upset for some reason, but anyway, it's a nice game. Good job, Sergio. With that, I'm going to hand it back over to you guys.
Okay, I think I'm up next. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. And I have two games that I'm looking at today. The first is UFOs Control Traffic. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit before I start playing, because I really got to concentrate because it's a hard game. But basically, as you can see, each road has a different border color, and you need to put the car, the color of the car has to be on the correct road. And so with your UFO, you're catching them and then releasing them onto the correct road. And I think this is, it's a pretty simple game, but it's one of those games that you can just play for a long time because it's really engaging and really fun. So now let's play it. So they had some pretty cool start graphics, and instructions are pretty simple. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so the pink car stays on the pink road. Oh no, as you see, I'm not very good at it. But basically you need to pick up the car. Let's play again. For some reason my doesn't seem to want to work. Okay.
So that's Z and X on your keyboard, Lizzie. It'll do the buttons. Z and X on your keyboard, or A and B?
Okay, let me try with that.
Also, space bar or enter.
I like space and enter.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was able to
that was
my
good.
My high score is 15, so normally I do a little better, but I thought this one was lots of fun, and this game was by Logic Lab.
Can you show the splash screen for that really quick? It's an amazing graphics.
Yes, yeah. So it doesn't show for very long, but it really, I don't know if you can see that they spend clearly a lot of time on that with the UFO, beaming up the cars and the different different colors for the letters, and it's a really fun game. So I definitely you should all check it out. And the next game is Gridlock Panic by Colin. And this one is quite hard. So you basically have to keep your driver happy while also keeping the other cars and traffic happy, which is, I think we've all been in some bad traffic and have experienced not being happy. So it's a very, very realistic game. And so you use the keys to keep your person happy, A, S, and D, and then you can reset the meter. So you need to make sure that you aren't too sleepy, that your temperature doesn't get too high. And so as you can see, you want to keep these lower while also not making your neighbors too angry. And it's a hard game. You can reset your meters. Like I did just reset this one as needed. If you need a break for a second, or if that one's getting too high. But as you can see, it's hard to keep your neighbors happy. So unfortunately, I guess I'm not that good of a driver in traffic because I irritated my neighbors a little bit too much. But definitely a fun game. It took me a little while to figure out how it worked, but just a good, realistic game. Okay, and then who's next?
Me, I think.
Okay, passing over to Vivian.
Cool. So, see my screen? I think so. Okay, so I'm sharing 2 games with you guys today. 2 games that I think are very good, but also very, very difficult. So the first one we're looking at here is Split Cars by LC Pro Coder. And this is, I feel like you might think is not a realistic game to driving, but I feel like the controls are. So I want to show you what's happening. I'm going to show you one time where I'm doing badly, but I want you to know that I'm secretly good at this game. So let's go. And we start. 3, 2, 1, go. And we have 2 cars coming out of the tunnel. And the difficult thing is you are controlling both cars. And like in traffic, you don't want to hit the other cars on the road, which is difficult because you have 2 hands and 2 cars, and typically you are only driving 1 car when you're on the road. But I feel like the important thing to note is when you're driving in real life, you are also managing many things at once. Things are coming at you, and you have to be able to handle everything. So I feel like this game is very good at capturing that feeling of so many things happening at once. And also, I like this game because it uses the player 2 controls. So if you play with player 1, you use W, or if you're me, you use WASD. But if you're player 2, you use I, J, K, and L to do it. So I got my left hand controlling the left car, and my right hand controlling the right car, and I'm not going to hit any of the cars, and I'm going to get all the way to the end because there is an end. Oh, no.
Wait, have you made it to the end, Vivian?
No, but I thought if I was confident about it, I could do it. No.
Vivian, yes. When we were reviewing the Game Jam entries, Vivian and I both spent a lot of time on this game because we really liked it and wanted to see the end.
Yes, and I spent a lot of time.
Could this be used as like a multiplayer if you had 2 people on the keyboard?
Ooh, yes, definitely.
Then you could like control one of each of the cars.
Oh wait, do you think that's why it's 2 cars? I thought it was a challenge to the 1 person.
I think it's a pretty good challenge for 1 player, or it would also be fun with 2 players, but it's fun to play with both your hands and try to make them do asymmetrical things, which is tough.
Yes, I've been using like conductor strategy where you're like, oh yes, 1 hand must make a square and the other hand must make a triangle. And also I'm trying to like not look at either car and just like look at the center and let my peripherals. No. Oh, I see the game.
Oh, you're so close. So close.
Why was I talking? I would have made it. Anyway, amazing game. Does anybody else have thoughts that they noticed? Like Jacqueline's insight that this might be a multiplayer game, and I've been playing it on hard mode by myself.
I feel like
Otherwise,
you can practice by yourself, and then when you're ready to play against somebody else, you're just gonna be so good because you've like played the harder version, you know?
yeah, one thing about this game is the cars always spawn in the same place. So there's a lot of replay or value in playing it a lot because you know you can get better. It's like a skill. And
You can
someday
memorize where the cars are, where the obstacles are.
the muscle memory, and I'll be able to tell people I'm amazing at the split cars game, and they'll be like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Let me show you," and then I will wreck.
I'm really curious what's at the end.
Okay, I'll try one more time. I won't talk.
No talking, only focusing.
No, we try one more time. That was too fast. Which one? No. Okay. I'll do it, and I'll post a screenshot to the forum once I win. So
Okay.
I'll let you guys know what it is. Next up, we have Perpetual Racer V 1.0, which is a very intriguing title because that makes you wonder, where are the other Vs? What could there be in more perpetualness? But this is a game by Flint, who I think is on the forum, and then it's very fun because you press A to continue, move with your arrow keys, hold A to go faster. And every time you play, it's random enemy spawn. Survive for as long as possible. And here we go. I am the teal car. There are lots of other purple cars on the road. They are too slow for me. As a teal car, teal is faster. And so we're just going along the road, avoiding other cars, just like real life. And it goes forever. So you can see we have 100 hearts, more hearts than a regular person might need. And we are gaining points the longer we go. So whenever we hit another car, we lose many hearts. Oh my goodness, I'm at 43 now. And also, if you hit the right side of the road, oh my gosh, we get shaken away and lose hearts. And we have a nice screen shake or a screen bump, which makes me feel like I'm in an actual car hitting the side of the road. And I'm like, dang, should not do that anymore. So stay away from the sides of the road, stay away from the other cars, and there's no ending to it. We must just be good at the game. But if we aren't good, it's okay. We still get confetti, game over, and we have a high score. So this game really pushes you to the limits to see how good you can be at not hitting other cars in the side of the road. And I feel like it's cool coding skills making this game be perpetual. What things in life are perpetual? Not many. So this is a feat of science of games.
Well, it's only perpetual if you're good.
That's true. A feat of science and mankind.
And
How
skill.
good are you in skill? But that's Perpetual Racer. Who's next?
Sonia, do you want to go or?
Sure, I'm a little bit late to the party. I'm not sure which game I should present.
Oh, okay. No worries. Shannon, do you want to?
Sorry, unmuting. Yeah, I can do these. Cool. So let me. Or here, Sonia, I'll send you the second one I was gonna do if you want.
Sure.
Cool. All right.
I'm very good at this game. Look at me. Pro game.
Those
Hey,
40
now.
parts you lost say otherwise.
You know what? Sometimes people love an underdog. Wait, my car's out of control. People love an underdog story, Richard. So they're like, Vivian came back from 12 hearts and went on to get 1,000,000 points. What a beautiful story. We will tell it for generations.
I do look forward to the Disney Channel original movie adaptation of it.
Thank you. I lost those hearts on purpose, so it would be a more heartwarming story to tell. Oh no. Oh no. Haha. Threaded the needle. Oh no.
Oh, Shannon, did you give me the game I think you gave me? If so, I'm gonna have trouble. I'm gonna have so much trouble playing this game.
Okay, So I am showing off Traffic Jam by Rishi. This game is based on the classic game Rush Hour, and there's a twist, which is all cars move when you press one of the buttons. So I'm going to show you sort of the basic. I think it'll be clear once you see the game. So there's this nice level select as well, which is great because our games don't actually save progress. But this way, if you make it up to level 8 and you decide you need to take a break, you can always come back and jump straight into level 9. But I'm going to start at level 1. So how this game works is you're this red car and you need to get out of the parking lot. And there's all these other cars. So it's a puzzle game. And if you press up and down, you move all the vertical cars. And if you press left and right, so you have to sort of shift the cars around to clear this path up to the exit. And then you move on to the next level. And as each level, progresses, you get more and more complex. So let's see. Move. Yeah, and then I can move this car over, and now I have a clear path for the red car. So this game does a bunch of really cool things. All of the art for the cars is incredible. There's this cool guitar car, which also has a keyboard. And you'll notice the colors are a little different from the colors you might see if you open up Arcade, and that's because Rishi changed the palette to allow for, black windows and then a slightly darker gray, and also this parking lot color. But yeah, so I think I've actually only gotten to level 8 in this game.
You're already doing much better than I ever did on this game. And I played this game for a while too.
Did anybody complete
the games?
level 9?
You really have to think through all your moves.
I'm pretty sure I finished it, but I don't remember.
I thought 9 was a trick. Impossible. I spent a long time on it and could not get out.
But yeah, so you guys should definitely check out this game. Let us know if you beat level 9. You and Richard can be in an exclusive puzzle-solving club.
Well, now Vivian's making me question if I did actually beat level 8. It's wishful thinking.
It was hard.
Very difficult. I thought through all the paths. I'm like, impossible. Who knows?
But yeah, the really satisfying thing I think about these puzzles is you look at this and you're like, this is impossible. There's no way any of these cars could go anywhere. But as you shift them around, you sort of, figure out a path through the parking lot. But yeah, so that's all I had. I'll hand it off to Sonia.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Bear with me as I try to figure out the best way to share my screen. All right, can everybody see my two-player racing game that's pulled up? This is not the one I thought it was, because there's another two-player one that I cannot understand dexterity-wise. This is a little bit easier, which is nice, but it is designed, I think, for 2 players, but you can play it on your own. It's less challenging that way. Which may be a good thing. But you just got 2 player cars, the red, which is regular arrow keys, and then the blue, which is the secondary key set. So that's the IJKL, which took me a bit to figure out. But when you are with a friend, you can decide how to race. I'm very bad at controlling 2 sets of keys at the same time because my brain doesn't work that way. But once I get it in sync, it's okay. But yeah, it's very cute. I love the little crowd of people. They're just so happy. And I think it's 3 laps you have to go around. And then depending on that, a player wins. You get your little confetti. It's very cute. Very cute, simple, but enjoyable game. I don't think there are any levels, but this is a nice little thing to play with a friend.
This one's by Dreadmask. Forum regular.
Very cool. Yeah, the art is just so nice. There it is. That's 2-player car racing. Nice short.
I like that you let player 1 win one time and player 2 win one time for fairness.
That was not planned. That was just my bad dexterity. Something about just controlling 2 sets of keys at the same time doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, that's about it. It's nice.
All right. Well, by process of elimination, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, all right. So the first one I'm going to show off is our final honorable mention. From this game is by Lucas the Game Builder, and it is Boxcars. And I think all of us had a lot of fun playing this one. So yeah, let's try it out. So first you get this cool level select, which is nice. I always like it when there's a level select. But you can choose easy, normal, or hard. So I'm going to do hard. And then you can also choose how many NPCs there are. But I'll leave it at 10. And then there's a bunch of different tracks. So this is track 1. I'm going to do track 2, I guess. And right, trying to remember the controls. I think it's if you hold A, you go faster. Yeah, that's it. And then you use the arrow keys to move around. And you want to follow the track and do the number of laps that are required, which I think is like 5. One of the things I really like about this game is that, one, you have the NPCs, which are beating me a lot right now. I probably should have done a track that I've done before. And also, there's a bunch of shortcuts that are made in the levels, which is fun. So you can see there was that one there, which I think might have been a trick. But in some of the other ones, there are some shortcuts, like gaps between the trees that you can go through and things like that to make your self get ahead of competition. Also, the other cars will keep track of how many laps they've done. So we'll see exactly how bad I'm doing once I probably get lapped by one of the computers.
Why are you taking the bad shortcut, the fake shortcut?
I don't know. I do
That was
what's in front of
definitely
me.
a trick.
It was very much a trick.
Ah,
I like these corner cuttings. You gotta shave off those seconds.
there we go.
Nice.
Here we go. Underdog. Why are you doing this?
I think they might be a lap ahead of me.
No, you're on 3.
Yeah, you're on 3. I don't know if
Yeah, I think it says in the top corner.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't look, Richard, though. You gotta keep your eyes on the road.
All right.
Don't take the
I'm gonna finish this one, and then I'm gonna.
No.
Oh yeah, okay.
No.
I thought you were gonna go back around up the shortcut in another loop. Just to show that you don't need to be fast to win.
I want to show off one other level after this real quick, but I won't do all the laps on the other one. Hooray! All right. So let's show off the other level real quick, which is the Rainbow Road level, which is awesome. Gonna do hard again because it's the only way to play. And this one is especially difficult because you have this Rainbow Road section, and if you fall off, you get reset back to where it's not the Rainbow Road. So you have to do it all perfectly.
I kept falling off when I was playing.
Yeah, I managed to beat this one when I was playing it the other day, but I doubt I'm going to be able to do it here.
I was like, is this a glitch or am I just really bad at this game? Turns out I was just really bad at this game.
The secret shortcut. Last one was a trick.
The secret shortcut looks very hard.
Wow.
Fun lap. Hooray. All right, I'll try and do the secret shortcut, and then we'll move to the next one.
Oh.
Close.
Wow.
Wait, wrong way?
Wait.
That was wrong way.
Oh, wait.
Going backwards.
No.
All right. Anyway, this game is a lot of fun. You should check it out. And now, can I get a drum roll, please, from someone? Thank you. We're going to number 3 of our top 3 game winners. This one is Traffic Panic by I Am Penguin. Yes, this game is very difficult, but basically the way it works is you are laying down these tiles and you're trying to direct the traffic to make the longest road possible and get to the checkered flag. This is by I Am Penguin. So we'll see how far I get. It really varies a lot on how successful I am on this game. So right now there are no cars going, but you'll see them in a moment. Yeah. The anticipation.
Oh no.
So do the different pieces of the road just show up, Richard, when you move the cursor over them?
It's on the left. There's a
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to select
Kind
them.
of like a Tetris
You don't-
Yeah, I
style.
was gonna say
You don't
Tetris.
select them. They're like decided for you.
Oh, no.
and
They're decided for
sometimes-
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like
Sometimes
they
you just
come in a
don't get the
different order, like they
PCB
do
for a
in
really
Tetris.
long time. But I'm gonna try one more time real quick because there are multiple levels on this game, and usually I can make it to the second one.
How do you get to the next level? Am I very bad at this game?
If you
Pretty
keep going
tough.
long enough, the checkered flag will show up, and that's the end piece.
I see.
No, wait.
No, I need this one.
You need the verticals too. Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
only think one
Yeah.
piece ahead, Shannon.
What if you run out of points?
That has never happened to me.
Oh
Okay.
You
man.
only spend. Oh well, I guess you spend points to lay down.
I've been playing this game wrong. I've been very conservative with my point spending. Meanwhile, losing and never seeing the next level. Oh no.
Yes, you can't be afraid to just put down a bunch of pieces.
Yeah.
This is so good. This is way better than I've done.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing.
Hooray! Checker flag! Hooray!
Richard, you're a horrible
Go, go,
civil
go.
engineer, but you're a good player.
Yeah, so you put down the checker flag, and if you hold B, they'll go faster. So you
Oh,
can,
nice.
Under the little
Oh,
overpass.
I love the confetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
So
the effects.
I love that they go under the passes or over them, depending on which
Oh,
direction they
nice.
entered, which is great. All right,
Bonus
so
points.
level 1 complete, and we can see our next one. Save our woodland. Trees can't be felled. And then there we have all of
That's
these
so
trees
cute.
also.
What a good idea.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so I won't play through all of this because I'm probably going to lose. But it's a fun game. You should try it out. Oh, and also there's a nice little stoplight over here that tells you when the things are going to start actually coming out. So I'm pretty sure it'll turn yellow at some point and then turn green when they start coming out. Anyway, drum roll again.
Next one.
Okay. Game number 2, second place. Another forum regular. It is Honk by Unsigned Arduino. And I think all of us just had an immense amount of fun playing this game. I love this intro sequence where it says up here and you're kind of driving to the side. And also it gives you the instructions in a nice way. And yeah, Unsigned Arduino on the MakeCode forums. So let's try it out. So it fades in and you are now, moving your car. When you press A, you honk. And what you want to do, I'll show that off in a second. Basically, the way the game works is you're constantly getting faster. And in a moment, we should see some cars appear that are going to be in my way. Yeah, all right. So each of the cars has a number, and that's how many times you have to honk at them. Oh, whoops. I'm going to start over.
Does it have like sound effects, Richard?
It does, but I couldn't figure out how to share my sound. There wasn't an option for it.
Oh dear. Okay.
It makes a beep when you honk.
Nice.
Not a honk when you honk.
I don't know if we have a honk built into our sound effects. But okay, so the other cool feature of this is you can press B to turn on the dark.
Whoa.
Nighttime mode. This uses
Oh
an
my
extension
gosh.
that I made and someone else on the forum customized so you could have multiple light sources. But it has a nice, really effect.
That's too cool.
So this game is pretty peaceful right now, but I think that as soon as we start getting faster, you will see that it gets much, much more hectic. Originally, I was like, I can probably just play this game forever. I want to show off the power-ups, so we're going to wait until we get one of those.
Yeah, you really need the power-ups for the later levels too. Later stages.
No.
You picked like the highest number car.
No.
Oh dear.
no.
I didn't get a
You
single
died.
power.
I think
all
the
right, we're going to try
secret-
one more time and see if we get power-ups, and then we'll move on to our winner.
I think the secret to this game is you need a split keyboard like me, which means I have 2 spaces. Twice as fast.
think the power-ups also don't start showing up until later. I've never seen them early on.
What are power-ups?
Honk power.
Honk power. They make your honk power more.
It gives you like extra points or health or speed, right?
Oh, you just mean as like a general concept?
Yeah, as a game concept.
Yeah, they're like things you pick up, and they make you more powerful.
Nice.
All right, getting faster now.
Oh, I see the heart.
Oh.
Nice.
But once you
It's
pick a
hard
lane, you
because
gotta
have to
commit.
Sorry?
You have to commit. You know.
Yeah.
You have to pick
You
a
have to
lane.
very quickly read the numbers and then.
Just like
No.
real driving.
Should've
Oh,
got
you just needed that heart, didn't you? Oh gosh.
Woo.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, when I was playing this the first time, you can see my high score here,
Oh.
669.
Wow.
Where I was going so fast, everything was just like whirring by, and I had so much honk power. But yeah, this is a fun
Oh
game.
my gosh.
Check it out by Unsigned Arduino. And final drum roll.
Our first place winner.
Yeah. It's Square Rescue by Donna D. Yeah, so this one has a
You
story
should
about
refresh the
triangles.
opening.
Oh yeah, you're right. You can see we have the evil white
It's
triangles and the yellow triangle, which is our hero.
very reminiscent of the Pac-Man like intros.
Yeah. The evil white triangles have kidnapped all the squares. Go to their rescue. To guide your yellow triangle through the maze, rotate the pink pieces. Avoid colliding with the white triangles. Rescue all the squares before time runs out. And I'm going to do no for resume last game because I was playing this before. Cool. So we've got our hero, which is this yellow square. And as I press these pink things, I end up making these turns, which guide our player to a turn at like the given time. And this is a really cool mechanic. I think it's a lot of fun, and it makes you think about the game in a really interesting way. Yeah. Usually I'm better at it.
So how did you just die there? What was the...
So there's a timer.
There's a timer.
Oh, there's a
that you
timer.
see on the right of the screen. All right. I'm going to be quiet while I play. Nice.
Wow.
This is a very creative gameplay. And it's definitely quite hard, but also very learnable.
Mm-hmm. I could
No.
feel my brain getting more wrinkly as I was playing. I'm like learning new skills.
You have to like think through the path it's going to take and then like decide which one you have enough time to turn.
I feel like I'm learning more watching Richard play because I feel like I didn't think, oh yes, loop it around the sides and then send it off the
Yeah.
direction you need. I was like, must bounce in the strategic ways. I don't know. It's very inefficient.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Richard's
it's got a really fun
very good at
like
this.
routing thing that like you have to think through.
Ooh, wow.
Nice, you're doing
Use
great.
Energy for something? Like.
Can you?
Yeah, did we figure out what the energy is?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I know.
I would guess you would use B because you haven't used B for anything, right?
I'm pressing B though, and nothing's happening. All great games have mysteries. Oh no, this is trouble.
Whoa, you got it.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, oh.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh, so close.
Anyway,
That's
this game
tough.
is a lot of fun. It's definitely one that you get better at as you play more. And I just really like the way it makes your brain think when you're like arranging these things in the most efficient path. And I think if I memorized the order in which these things came up, I would be much better at it than I am. But yeah, all right. So that's Square Rescue. Those are our top 3. So we have Square Rescue by Donady, Unsigned Arduinos, Honk, and then Traffic Panic by I Am Penguin. And thanks so much, everybody, for submitting to our game jam. And yeah,
some really amazing games. And Richard or Shannon, do you guys want to talk about the next game jam?
Sure, yeah. So you guys, we're planning another game jam in the next couple months from now. So keep an eye on the forums, which are forum.makecode.com, and our Twitter account, which is @MSMakeCode, for announcements. We're going to pick a theme at some point. All game jam related updates.
And we have a question in the chat. When will the links to the games be shared?
Shortly after this stream. They will be up at arcade.makecode.com/gamejam. So right now you can see sort of the rules and like an incomplete list of submissions, but we'll put up every game that was submitted, and then we'll do like a little feature on the honorable mentions and winners. And you can also find the honorable mentions and winners on the arcade.makecode.com homepage. There will be a game jam row. How did you get 2?
Oh, that's an enemy. So that's what the energy is. It's the health that goes down when you hit one of those.
I see.
Which is extremely difficult. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to our Game Jam live stream. And if you didn't submit a game for this Game Jam, we highly recommend that you submit games for the next one. All right. Thanks, everyone.